Hi everyone, it's Pat with 5 Minute Cruise Tips, here to talk about what you need to know when it comes to picking out your next cruise. Now I know there are so many options and it can be overwhelming, so I'm going to break it all down for you. There's a lot to get to, so I'm going to make this short and punchy and pack in as much as I can so that after only 5 minutes you won't feel overwhelmed. You will just be excited about picking out your perfect cruise. Before I jump in, I want to invite you to subscribe with the notification bell and be sure to hit that like button. Now, what I'm going to do is lay out 7 specific topics that you should think about, and each of these will help you to narrow down all the options of the cruises before you so that you can pick the perfect one. First up is the cruise line itself. It's no secret that I am loyal to Royal. I love Royal Caribbean for the overall experience and value that it offers. The variety of cruise ships, even their 2 private islands, are fantastic. But other cruise lines are terrific as well. So check them out. Get a sense of their vibe, what they're known for, and see if that matches what you want. Second topic is the time of year. Cruising peak season tends to be in the summertime, also for spring break and major holidays, all when school is out of session. That tends to draw more families. Higher demand means higher prices. So if you're looking to try to avoid that, think about off season. Think about September, October, even January and February outside of the holiday weekends might be a good option for you. Third topic is the location. Think about where you want to set sail from. Maybe you're lucky enough to drive to the home port. Think about which destinations you want to go to. If you're looking at Alaska or the ABC Islands, that will significantly cut down on how many options you have to sift through. One thing I will say about the East Coast itineraries is that if you're sailing up or down the Atlantic or over to Bermuda, sometimes that tends to have some rougher seas than the Caribbean, for example. Topic number 4 is so important, and it's budget. When you book a cruise with Royal, they will tell you the cruise fare, the port fees, the taxes, and that's it. But your total budget has to account for other things like onboard gratuities, transportation to and from the ship, onboard internet, excursions. Think about your onboard experience and whether you want a beverage package or specialty dining. Also, don't forget about trip insurance and extra money for gratuities as well. Make sure to look at your total budget and have that in mind before you start looking at cruises. Otherwise, it's just like buying a diamond or a house, because if you look at something that's beyond your budget, you're just setting yourself up for disappointment. Topic number 5 is the type of ship. Do you want the biggest and the newest ship like Icon or Star of the Seas? Or do you want a smaller ship that has old world charm like the Jewel of the Seas? Maybe something in the middle like Freedom of the Seas, that's my favorite. Be sure to look at what each ship has to offer. Look at Royal Caribbean's website for the deck plans, the fact sheet on each ship, and that will tell you exactly what there is on the ship. Also, go check out ship tours on videos, and you can see what exactly it looks like in real life. Now, topic number 6 is the length of the cruise. Cruises range from 3 days to 7 days, even more. Just think about how much time you have available to spend on your vacation, but also think about it in terms of which size ship you're going to look at. If you're looking at a newer, bigger ship, 3 days might not be enough to experience everything that the ship has to offer. Final topic is the stateroom. You can choose from an interior cabin or ocean view, balcony, or suite. All of those are fantastic, but think about the trade-off of whether the extra cost for the certain cabins is worth the amenities and the benefits that you get from that. Now, thankfully, you can choose the specific cabin that you're going to have on the ship. So think about the location. Do you want to be near the pool, near the restaurants, other venues? 2 quick tips about choosing your specific cabin. One is I always like to pick a cabin where there's a room above me and a room below me. That helps me to minimize unwanted noise. Secondly, if you're prone to seasickness, make sure to pick a cabin that's more midship, a lower deck, and that can help you out. One final thing about staterooms is Royal Caribbean does offer an option where you choose the type of cabin you want and they assign a specific cabin to you. Sometimes it's called the guaranteed room. It's tempting because it's a lower cost, but it is risky. It's risky because you might get assigned a cabin that you don't love. And secondly, if the ship is overbooked, which it does happen, you might get bumped from the ship and canceled. So just think about whether that risk is worth it for you. Those are my 7 topics that I want you to think about when you're choosing your next cruise. By narrowing down all those options, it will help you be prepared and pick the best possible one for you. I thank you for joining and watching these 5-minute cruise tips. I invite you to subscribe, hit that like button, and I will see you next time.